It was a cold, starlit evening, and Mole and Rat were tramping home together, tired and happy. The fields lay hushed and silver under the frost, and the first chimney smoke of evening rose far off. Suddenly a scent came to Mole out of the darkness. A scent that stopped him dead in his tracks. It was the smell of his own old home, calling to him faintly across the fields in the dark. Rat walked on, chatting happily about supper, never noticing that his friend had fallen behind. Something tugged at Mole's heart, pulling him one way while loyalty to his friend pulled him the other. At last poor Mole could bear it no longer, and sat down on the cold bank, sobbing quietly. The fields lay hushed and silver under the frost, hurried back through the darkness to find him. It's my old home. I caught its smell, and I couldn't help myself. It's ever so shabby, Mole said. Not like your fine house at all. But Rat only smiled kindly. Then we're going there right now, said Rat firmly. Supper can wait, your old home can't. Mole led the way now, his nose guiding him surely through the dark toward the place he knew so well. At last, there it was, Mole End, small and humble, tucked snugly into the bank. Mole's paws trembled as he found the old key, turning it in the lock with a familiar little click. Inside, everything lay just as he'd left it, but dusty and cold from being empty so long. "Oh, Ratty," sighed Mole, "why did I bring you to this cold little place, after your own cozy home?" But Rat would have none of it. "Nonsense," he said cheerfully, and set straight to work lighting a fire. "Now then," said Rat, "off you go and see what treasures are hiding in that pantry of yours." Just then, outside in the snow, came the patter of tiny feet, small and humble. The field mice had come round carol singing. Their small, clear voices rose together in an old carol, sweet and bright against the winter night. Mole and Rat stood in the doorway, faces glowing, utterly charmed by the little singers. Come in, all of you," cried Rat merrily, and the little mice tumbled inside out of the cold. Come in, the little room was full of small voices, and warm little bodies gathered round the fire.
"Here," said Rat to the quickest mouse, "run to the shop and fetch us sausages for supper."
"My treat!" Back he came, red-cheeked and triumphant, laden with sausages, bread, and all sorts of good things. Everyone pitched in, and soon the little kitchen was full of sizzling sounds and happy laughter. Mole set out his best plates with real pride, glad at last to share his little home properly. At last Mole, Rat, and the field mice sat down together, a cozy, crowded, happy little supper party. "To home," said Mole, raising Mole's cup, however small it may be. Yay! And the field mice cheered warmly. The field mice told merry tales of the field mice's winter travels, and the room rang with laughter. Looking around at Mole's little home, warm and full of friends, Mole felt Mole's heart swell with quiet pride. "Thank you, Ratty," said Mole softly. Mole had forgotten how good it feels to come home. At last, the field mice bundled up again and trotted off into the snow, waving all the way. With the field mice gone, Mole and Rat tidied up together in comfortable, easy silence. "It's not much," Mole said happily, "but it's Mole's, and tonight it feels like the best home in the world." And so, safe and warm in Mole's own little home once more, Mole drifted off into a peaceful sleep. Dulce domum, home sweet home. Never had those words meant so much to Mole and Rat as they did that night.
"The time has come," said Badger to Rat and Mole. "Toad's motorcar madness must be stopped, once and for all." So Badger, Rat and Mole set off together, marching with purpose toward Toad Hall. As Badger, Rat and Mole reached the gates, a loud engine roared and sputtered somewhere inside. Barnaby the Toad had waited his whole life for this moment, his very own motorcar, gleaming red and ready for adventure.
Badger stepped forward sternly, with Rat and Mole standing firm on either side.
Toad's grin faded fast, and Toad's face fell at the sight of Badger's stern expression.
"Come along, Toad," said Badger firmly.
"We're going to have a serious talk right now." Badger marched Toad firmly up the staircase, while Rat and Mole waited anxiously below. Rat and Mole sat below, straining their ears to catch any sound from the room above.
"You've become a public nuisance, Toad," said Badger sternly, "wrecking cars, endangering everyone on the road."
"But Badger," Toad tried to argue, "the poetry of motion, the freedom of the open road." Badger simply shook Badger's head. At last, worn down, Toad promised solemnly to give up motorcars forever, and Badger accepted Toad's word. Down came Badger and Toad together, Toad looking thoroughly subdued and small. Toad has seen the error of Toad's ways, and Rat and Mole breathed a sigh of relief.
"Go on then, Toad," prompted Badger.
"Say your piece to Rat and Mole properly."
"I am truly sorry for my dreadful behaviour."
And Toad finally made his formal apology.
Toad launched into a grand, sweeping apology, far more theatrical than truly sincere.
Truly sincere.
Rat and Mole nodded politely along, though privately, Rat and Mole weren't entirely convinced. "See that you keep your word, Toad," warned Badger, satisfied at last, and turned to leave. Satisfied that Toad had truly reformed, Badger, Rat and Mole set off happily for home. But alone in the window, Toad's eyes drifted back down to that gleaming motorcar in the yard. Toad's promise, so solemn just moments ago, began to melt away like morning frost. Toad crept down the back stairs, quiet as a mouse, straight toward the waiting motorcar. In a flash, Toad was in the driver's seat, goggles on, engine roaring to life beneath Toad.